Dershowitz, which we're gonna see him
later,
on the semi-final. All these fencers have a style of Rio Sable with action. They didn't try every time to find limit for make attack on the preparation during the simultaneous or something like this. It's we'll see.
Yeah, it's
Nobody
interesting.
nobody cannot see what's gonna be a result. Yeah. We need time to see.
Well, we've got plenty of time to see that, and it will come next season. But here, it's time for the second semi-final. We have Vasiliki VOUGIOUKA of Greece on your right, and Seo Jeong of Korea on your left. And refereeing here is Mr. Chang with Bill Becker on the video. So you guys travel around the world. The great fencing travelling circus. You go to all these competitions all over the world. You must do a lot of air miles.
Sorry?
You must do a lot of flying.
A lot, yes. It's not the problem of the number of the flights. Sometimes the problem is the longest flights, like for this competition, especially for European referees. It's like you have travel like 12-14 hours by plane. You arrive and the next day you must be in condition to judge the competition.
Which is crazy.
Which is like this one. It's Olympic, it's GP, it's Olympic final of the qualification.
Yeah.
Here was crazy competition, especially in the men's sabre. It's like every round, almost somebody's qualified, and then something's changed.
Oh, just amazing.
And continuously until the final.
It was the last bit in the men's sabre where we had Yakimenko against Kovalev.
I have the match.
Ibragimov,
Okutsi
on the other side. And
and in this moment must be taken decision who's going to go between Ibragimov and Kovalev.
Of course. And at that point, Kovalev had just overtaken Ibragimov. But it pans out that Kovalev did enough and joined Yakimenko.
But it's strange because also Okutsi, who beat Ibragimov.
Yeah.
This competition was the important one because it was a fight with 1 point difference between him and Koratoli.
Yes.
So he qualified the round before the match with Ibragimov.
Yeah.
Which normally means that you are already
relaxed.
Relaxed. And sometimes this is helpful.
Yeah,
like we can
sometimes it helps, yeah. Sometimes you may think, well, I don't care anymore. But of course, ranking is crucial. So Okutsi certainly looked like he wanted to win that fight.
I have the match Yakimenko-Kovalev.
Yeah.
That Yakimenko is qualified almost from the beginning of the season. Kovalev needs to make a really good result here that can go, and even his result, he still depends from the result of Ibragimov.
Of course.
During the half of the match, Yakimenko was leading 9-6 or 9-7, and then 15-11 for Kovalev.
It was an interesting turn of affairs. You could pick that up on the FI YouTube channel. You'll be able to watch that back. The tail end of the men's sabre was a really, really exciting finish ahead of the finals. I mean, the finals are going to be electric.
What I can say that this channel really is good. It's sometimes that I watch the competition that I've been, and I was judging.
You like to watch yourself, do you? Make sure your decisions.
Not me, not me. The competition.
Yeah, but it's a great innovation for the sport that you can now watch wherever you are in the world.
We must go in the time with the new technology and everything this, if we want to survive like a sport.
Yes, of course. Well, here VOUGIOUKA has taken control here. It doesn't really look like she's done too much, but she's in charge.
She's judge, and she's actually very physically good. Look, the action, just the action that is made it by physical condition.
Yeah, beautiful lunge there.
Look the lunge.
And just fully committed as well.
Yeah. The lunge and the speed that she makes the lunge.
So the referee is just giving that as a straight attack from Jun?
Yes.
VOUGIOUKA trying to pick up the Korean as she comes forward, but the Korean
difficult with Korean, with this speed difficult. If you miss the distance, after that it's difficult to escape.
To recover, yeah, absolutely. They're so super fast, aren't they? And the foilists as well, same. The speed of the footwork is incredible.
How we spoke between us, the flying Korea.
Yeah. second in the rankings at the London Olympic Games, I believe. The Koreans. I think it was.
In London, they win the team competition.
Were they overall leaders?
No.
But it was. It's been amazing to watch the development of Chinese and Korean fencing since Beijing, since the Olympics.
Yes, I was there.
But it's.
It was a surprise that the Chinese fencer win the men's sabre individual, especially, but he really fence amazing.
Yeah. And the interesting thing about them is that, especially at the junior level, you don't always see the fencers, and then they just appear from nowhere.
Sorry. You know what I can say about the junior level and the men? Look, the last year in Tashkent, if you remember, one Korean win the cadet and the junior. Was the same person, if I remember correctly.
You might be right, yeah.
And this fencer didn't fence today. Didn't fence in this competition. He's even not here as a spectator.
So he's just...
It's a system.
Yeah.
That they prepare and they use the fencer when really is their time.
And they have so many as well.
Oh, don't tell me.
It is amazing, the system, but hard work. I think they train extremely hard. So we are in the minute break here. It's VOUGIOUKA who's just held on to that lead, but SEO seem to be coming back a little bit in that fight. And speaking of...
I must left you because I go for a men's semi-final.
Vasyl Melenshev, thank you so much.
It was my pleasure to be with you.
Absolutely brilliant to have you.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
So that's Vasyl Melenshev, the referee. He's now going to work. He's got to go and referee the semi-final, I believe the first semi-final in the men's sabre. And here we've got these beautiful replays. There's John. Springing back up. She was flagging a little bit in the first half of this semi-final, but she's come back strongly. VOUGIOUKA possibly could have done with the break when it came, but we're going to get back underway right now. VOUGIOUKA forcing her way through there at the end. Nice long lunge again. Vasyl Melenshev mentioned that, how physical this Greek fencer is, and also tactically sharp there. Beautiful para riposte. And she starts to open up that lead again. Referee calling that one simultaneous. And this time the blade is picked up by the Korean, and a warm round of applause there from the home crowd. You see the blade being met. There's actually a counter action with a block at the end, so it was a good job she did block out the attack from VOUGIOUKA. And she's done it again. VOUGIOUKA is questioning where she hit. She tests the weapon and makes sure that that green light comes up, flashing in the mask. VOUGIOUKA patiently building her attack. She skipped over the back line, SEO, and the referee's going to go and have a quick look at the video, I think, just to double check this, but it looked to me like she did step over the line, and the referee does confirm that, and that means it's a point for VOUGIOUKA. SEO not able to get her attack through there. VOUGIOUKA now using a bit of counteraction herself and skipping away from her opponent. So as the fencer on the left, that's Jun, starts her attack. It's a quick reaction from VOUGIOUKA to land a hit and then skip away. Does it again. And she's making this look a little bit easy now.
이제 9점밖에 남지 않았는데 괜찮습니다. 아직까지는. 서지연 들어가면서
여기서 이제 실점하면 안 되고 한 3점 정도 따라가줘야
진행됩니다. 이제 봐야죠. 득점!
Well, that time VOUGIOUKA took too much time and SEO landed for her 9th hit. See the replay here. There's too much of a build-up from VOUGIOUKA. Her arms right back as she skips in and doesn't land the attack. It's blocked out. There's no light. Well, VOUGIOUKA's trying the same tactic again and again, and SEO, I think, has clocked it, and she's now slowly clawing her way back. She's still a few hits behind, but the momentum has shifted very much towards the home crowd favourite.
자, 5점까지 벌어졌던 것이 어느덧 석점 차.
네, 여기서 3점만 따라가게 되면 아까 64강전에서 14대 12를 치다가
그렇죠. 얼마든지 상상할 수 있습니다.
Big hit here, and VOUGIOUKA does attack, but it's blocked out by SEO. And the Korean is now just 2 hits behind. You see the VOUGIOUKA's blade, so VOUGIOUKA's the closest fencer to us, goes straight into the guard of the Korean, and that by default means it's a parry and the Korean has the right of way. Referee not prepared to split those ones.
뒤쪽으로 붙어줘야 돼요. 안 돼요. 막아내는 서지연 잘 막았습니다. 천천히 칼을 툭툭 건드리면서.
Well, VOUGIOUKA was holding the line, but Seo Jun picked up the blade. You'll see it very clearly here. There's a line from the Greek fencer, but the Korean touches the Greek's blade and therefore gets the right of way, gets the priority to attack. And this has tightened right up. It's become a very intriguing little battle. Remember, VOUGIOUKA confirmed her qualification for the Olympic Games here today with her result. So whatever happens, we're certainly going to see the Greek fencer at the Olympic Games. The Koreans have qualified a team, and I'm sure that this result for Seo Jun is doing her a lot of favours in terms of making that Korean team. And again, as VOUGIOUKA comes forward on the preparation, Jun strikes. Arms back from VOUGIOUKA, and she got a bit flat-footed there. She knew what was coming, and she just couldn't stop herself from moving forwards. And now the Korean has gone out and come from miles behind and totally surprised VOUGIOUKA, but delighted the crowd. So Seo Jun goes through, and she